I'm Barry Fisher.
And I'm Ron Hagelman, Broadtower Insurance Solutions.
Have you taken care of your long-term care planning yet? These 11 words, when posed to consumers consistently, will lead you to long-term care insurance sales success. How do I know? Our agents that work this question into their daily conversations with clients become our top producers. The answer is generally no, which gives you an opportunity to discuss the importance of long-term care planning. But more on this in a few moments.
In 2010, Genworth Financial did a survey of 1,000 policyholders who purchased long-term care insurance through independent distribution. That's us. When customers were asked if their agent or they initiated the conversation about long-term care planning, the results were shocking. Only 13% of the time did the agent start the conversation. 87% of the time, the consumer had to ask first. Is it any wonder that so many people don't know about the benefits of long-term care insurance? Don't you think this might be an opportunity for you to excel?
Of those who asked about long-term care planning, many have experienced it firsthand with a family member or friend. They've witnessed or experienced the severe financial impact caused by not having the resources to pay for quality care. That being said, one of the biggest problems with waiting for consumers to ask about long-term care insurance is that many times they may be doing so because they've just been diagnosed with a health issue that will often preclude them from qualifying for coverage. Agents and advisors need to initiate the conversation. While clients are younger, premiums are more affordable, and underwriting is not as critical an issue. Don't find yourself explaining that it's too late to help.
Any client who's already purchased insurance or another financial instrument from you is the best prospect for long-term care planning. First, people who purchased insurance or are following your financial advice are planners. They understand that preparing for unknown contingencies is a good idea. Second, they're your clients, so they trust you to advise them appropriately. And third, most importantly, many have already passed over the river known as denial. They know that if they live long enough, they're likely to need long-term care, and they are looking for the most efficient ways to cover the cost.
Do you need to be a long-term care insurance specialist to speak effectively with your clients about the planning for the risk? Not at all. It isn't hard to make long-term care planning your second, third, or fourth language. Your conversations with prospects and clients should not be laden with statistics. No one considers himself a statistic. Have your facts, but use them sparingly. Know the cost of care and what typical long-term care services look like in your area. This information is readily available. A brief internet search will give you a wealth of knowledge. Make sure that whatever you present resonates with you, because then it's likely to do the same for your client. It helps you to be believable. Explain to them why you purchased your own policy. Also, nothing is better than getting people talking about their personal experiences. Here are some questions that you can work into your conversations. Have you been part of a long-term care event with a family member or friend? What was that like? What was the toughest part for the person experiencing the need for care? What was the toughest part for family and friends? How would it have been different if you had an insurance company that coached you through the rough waters of finding the right caregivers or facilities? Was paying for long-term care an issue? How did that impact the situation?
Here are a few talking points that have worked for our agents that you may want to consider. Have you taken care of your long-term care planning yet? It's kind of important to plan for this. You see, you're likely to live a long life. And if you do, you're likely to need some long-term care, which is the care that you receive when you can no longer take care of yourself. Depending on the type of care you receive and the length of time that you need it, it could cost you and your family hundreds of thousands of dollars. You may have the money to pay for this, but how will that affect your overall retirement plan? Is planning to pay with your hard-earned retirement dollars the best way to go? I'd like to come back to show you how I can help you with this problem in a much more cost-effective manner than paying with your retirement savings. If the prospect or client agrees, then get some basic info before you leave. Dates of birth, height and weight, health issues, medications, etc. This is insurance after all.
Then contact your Broadtower Insurance Solutions General Agency. They'll help you with case design and simple sales presentations that will work for you.
For more on how to discuss long-term care and long-term care insurance with prospects and clients, contact your Broadtower Insurance Solutions General Agency.